The next recipe in a similar kind of style as the last one is going to be roasted vegetables, and we've got a kind of selection of, I guess, Mediterranean vegetables. We've got the red and yellow pepper, we've got zucchini and some squash. You can do all zucchini or all squash depending on what the availability of produce is like around you. Then we've got these strips of onion, nice even strips of onion that I showed you how to do in the knife skills last week. And then we're going to mix those in a bowl with some olive oil again, and salt and lemon juice. So we've got our fat, acid, salt, and then sweet actually is one of those things you don't always like. It's not like you always without fail have to have something sweet in there. If you're going to leave anything out, it would be the sweet. But it's surprising how just a little bit of sweetness in a recipe can really lift it. And you know, there is a certain sweetness to the onions, to the red onions, and also obviously to the peppers. And so again, this is something you can do ahead of time. If you've got a dehydrator that's actually got a timer on it, you can, you know, maybe get someone to set it up for you so that when you come back it's done. Olive oil, actually I'm going to put a little bit more salt in there. Okay, let me just move those around, and you'd be surprised actually how much these kind of dehydrate down and disappear, especially the peppers, because it's all such high water content stuff. You know, when you're dehydrating high water content foods, by definition the dehydration evaporates the water out of them. So that's why things like mushrooms and broccoli just go tiny when you dehydrate them too much. Okay, look at those colours. Check that out. Okay. So another non-stick sheet. You can see, you know, if you can afford like a 10 or a 9 tray dehydrator, why you would want to, because it's very easy to fill these trays up quite quickly. But you know, as I said when we were talking about dehydrators last week, if you can only afford a small 5 tray or even these really small Excalibur 4 trays, just start where you are, start where you can, and you'll be surprised where you can get to, as long as you're just, you know, always moving towards where you want to go and you're getting the best of what you've already invested in. Maybe you've already got to a point where you've had a dehydrator for a while and it's collecting dust, and should definitely motivate you to and inspire you to get that back out again. And something I didn't mention actually in the kitchen section is, if you have got equipment that's, you know, if your juicer is kept in a cupboard or if your dehydrator's in a cupboard, it just needs to be out, it needs to be in full view, and it needs to be, you know, used. And it will be used as long as you have it kind of in your face all the time on the kitchen surface. So let's get these in the dehydrator, and again we'll come back, we'll have a look at them, and you'll see you get these luscious kind of vegetables that look kind of roasted that will be great on any salad. So our veg has been in for a couple of hours now, and you can see these have started to really wilt down. You can leave these longer if you like as well, but this, you can see the zucchini starts to get slightly translucent and takes on that cooked appearance, and the onions are nicely wilted down, and they will have got less kind of intense in their raw onion flavour. So we'll come back and we'll put those on a salad in a little while at the end of the week.